Hey everybody. Took us a couple seconds longer than usual to start the close-up stream because I had to reboot the phone between the time I created the stream and the time we just now started it. During that time, of course, everything's changed from the thumbnail, but we'll get back to that fun in just a minute. It is Monday, June 29th, and I thought it would be fun to switch it up by starting downstairs with the gifts. So here we are with Tornado, aka Blarney, and Scuttlebutt, aka Scuttlebutt, and Maggie, aka Floof Pants. And back there is Banter, aka Penelope Olivia. And over there is Eddie, aka Stinky Butt McSheds a lot. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Not much news for these kids today, except, of course, this week is a big week for them. They are going to the vet to get their spay the first, and that's exciting. It's about time. They're all just total sweethearts, and I'm excited to see them go to their new homes, but obviously it's always a little bit of a mixed bag of emotions when they do go. And I just am hoping for the best for them. Especially, I know Penelope Olivia is going to live with a 4-year-old, and I hope that that works out really well for both of them because I know she can be a little rambunctious. I hope she's not too much for a little kid, is what I'm saying. I mean, she's not too much, but anyway, just I think a lot about how it's going to go for her, and I'm excited to start to get updates on that. I also know her adopter has planned a kitten shower for her arrival, which is one of the coolest, most special things ever. We've had some previous adopters that have done really special things for the adopting of their kittens, and it's just the sweetest thing. You can tell how much love they have for these kittens already. Loganberry, you're right in the waves, he and the kittens that are out there. Are you looking at Eddie? I think he's looking at Eddie. Anyway, yeah, they're doing a kitten shower for Penelope Olivia when they adopt her. Oh, and that reminds me. So here's some of the stuff I wanted to talk to you about today. Um, well, before that, let me clarify what I was just saying because I know I can be really awkward sometimes, and I didn't mean for any of that to come out. Oh, Eddie, I do. I didn't mean for any of that to come out in an awkward way. Of course, it did. What I meant to say, or what I meant to sort of get across there, is how I keep imagining just this little girl with Penelope Olivia and how much they're going to love each other and kind of grow up together, and that there's a good chance. I was thinking this morning that the little girl is like I said, she's like 4 or 5 or something, and to think that Banter slash Penelope Olivia could be with her all the way through college, theoretically, is just the two of them growing up together is really a sweet thought. And I was really enjoying thinking about that and how special it could be. So that's more or less what I was trying to get across, and I hope I did. Let's see. I was going to say that was leading me into some things that I wanted to talk about this morning. And what was it? I wanted to say, see, now I've lost my train of thought. It was something about all the stuff that's going on that has to do with people this week and not kittens at all that I wanted to mention. So I guess I can just start on that. First off, our friend of the show, Silhouette, who is Banksel, the artist also known as Banksel, has done some previous art challenges on our Twitter, which is kind of like a thing where she gives an art prompt for each day of the month, and then you can participate or not. It's real casual, but if you do want to participate, you just do whatever comes to mind based on that art prompt. It can be anything. It can be way wild and out there. In fact, I like the ones that are wild and out there the best. And you post it on Twitter with the right hashtag, and then she catalogs all of them and picks some out, and later on we do a blog post. So the point being that she's just announced an art challenge for next month, And it is already on our Twitter, and that also means that soon there will be a blog post on our blog coming up, not only about next month's art challenge, but about the last one and some of the art from that. So I hope that you guys check it out. Um, which reminds me that this is how I got there. Yes, now I remember where my train of thought was going before it flew off the tracks. The place where it was going was that Penelope Olivia and at least one of the other kittens, maybe all three of them, are going to be adopted. They're going to be picked up. The plan right now is for them to be picked up on the 11th of July, and I'm real excited. But as you know, the 11th, let me show you. July 11th. Oh, is this backwards for you guys? It's backwards for me. I don't know why YouTube wouldn't flip the camera around so that you can see it the right way. Let me try this. Now I can't tell what you're seeing. Anyway, as the t-shirt says, our KACon this year, and I'm going to stop trying to film it because I'm probably not succeeding. Oh, okay, it's backwards on my end. I don't know why they do that. Maybe just so I can use it like a mirror if I decide to. So what I was saying, KACon this year, July 11th, online. We're not doing it in person this year, which makes it even more special, in my opinion, because we are going to, I think, and don't quote me on this because I'm not in charge of planning KACon at all, and I'd hate to get something wrong, but I do think the plan is to open it up to everybody on our Patreon/Discord, which means way more attendance than before, because our previous attendance was topped out at I think under 200 people in the conference hall. But I think we're expecting a lot more than that to participate online. So that's really, really fun. And as you noticed, it is the same day that the adopters are planning on picking up their kittens. Fortunately, I have a big break in my schedule during KACon. The schedule was just announced yesterday. That will fit those adopters in perfectly. So not a big deal. It's going to work out great. But just a cool coincidence that both of these things are going to be happening on the same day. Very exciting. Also, I know that people have asked if mailbag will be happening on the 11th, because 11th is a Saturday, which would be a mailbag day. And yes, it will. The KACon schedule includes the usual morning mailbag that day from 10 o'clock to, they scheduled it from 10 o'clock to 11:30. So if we're not done by 11:30, we're going to have to cut it off. But that is the plan, is from 10 to 11:30 on the 11th, we're still doing the mailbag. And then the adopters show up after mailbag. And then I think DJ and I, by the way, I don't think I've even said this to people on the chat, but DJ has confirmed that she still has the 11th off for KACon, so she will also be attending, virtually like everybody, KACon. Although it is worth pointing out that she's got a very late night. She's on long call at the hospital the night before. So she's going to do her best, though, to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, probably by sleeping through mailbag if I know her. That will be her plan, to sleep through mailbag. That way she doesn't have to be part of that. But she'll be at KACon, so that's super exciting too. That's a lot of news about people stuff that's not kitten stuff, but it's all relevant, so I hope you don't mind. Also, there is some other news. Our art coordinator, Jay, who does all of our t-shirts, including the one that I just showed you for KACon, told me that there are some new t-shirt designs that we're going to be releasing very soon now. I don't know exactly when that means, but I do know I'm very excited about what she said they were going to be. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm very excited. I'll be sure to let all you guys know when those t-shirts are available, keeping in mind that Teespring, where we sell those now, can take a long time to print and ship those things. So no need to rush out. It's going to be a little delayed anyway. I'll talk. You know what? Caroline Hitchens I'll just say again, I believe the plan for KACon is to have it open to anyone who is a Patreon and on our Discord, um, but not open to just anyone. I don't think it's going to be broadcast on YouTube, but I could be wrong. I know that there was some discussion about having it just watchable on YouTube for everybody, even if they couldn't participate, or certainly the videos from it will be released after the fact on YouTube because we want everybody to be, able to see those things. And every year people make up the coolest montage videos for KACon that I'm really excited to see this year. So that is the plan. The way that I understand it is for it to be for Patreons to participate in. But I'll get prepared to talk to you guys some more about it in the rest of the close-ups this week and next week so that everybody knows what's up as well as I do, which right now is not very well. Okay, we've been 11 minutes down here on news on these kittens. Let's go up and see the guys. I know you're all waiting to see our little orange hipster kittens, so let's head on up there and do that. Let's see, I just want to see, before I do, is there anything I wanted to tell you about Scuttlebutt and Blarney and Banter's back there in that fuzzy bed? Oh, that might make a good thing to see on our way upstairs. Hang on. Look at her. All snug in a rug. Well, in a bed. Snug in a bed. That bed looks so comfy. Like I would sleep in a human-sized bed like this because it's with this marshmallow bed inside the hammock bed. You just disappear in there. Look at that. Oh, she's about to get some company from Blarney. Well, there's room for two. You don't have to climb out. I guess I didn't really have much to say about them that's news other than what I already said, although, as I mentioned, they've been out running around the house almost the full time lately. You'll get a chance to see them tomorrow while Acro's gone to the vet with me. We're going to be gone, well, at least according to the schedule, Acro and I are going to be gone to the vet all day because they couldn't schedule his ultrasound and his checkup at the same time. They're like an hour apart, and that means we're just going to have to sit there and wait. And that's going to be kind of rough, but the practical upshot, of course, is that these three will be put in their room and we'll have them on the stream while Acro and I are at the vet. So that's one good thing to come of it is you guys will be able to watch these kittens on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. So that will be fun. Okay, you kids are being very cute, but you're not doing anything, so we're going to go upstairs like we planned. Hi, Eddie. I'm gonna use a little hand sanitizer just out of an abundance of caution. So I gotta set the phone down for a second. Give me one sec here. I know, highly entertaining watching that white wall. All right, we got it, hand sanitized. Oh, look at that. Somebody has found the way across to Mom. Oh, I completely forgot that I had a cat toy in my back pocket that I was going to play with the gifts on the stream, and then I forgot all about it, and then just now, it got caught in the door when I walked through the door and ripped out of my pocket. How about that? Now it's hanging here, and she's come over to see what it is. I think the stick part got outside, and the feather part got inside. Yeah, somebody's playing with the stick on the other end. Well, that's an interesting circumstance to find ourselves in. I know, I forgot. I put this in my pocket so I could play with the gifts. And it's probably a gift that's out there playing with the other end, but let me see if I can pull it in without bringing anybody with. Oh, it's Maggie, actually. Hang on. I don't want to make room enough for Maggie to come through the door, though, because that would be a mess. All right, now we got it. I hear you screaming, but you're the one that went over there. You can figure out how to get back, I bet. Hang on, we'll get right to the kittens, but it's cute to see Bebop on this. No? Yes? No? All right, Bebop, we'll come right back to that. Let me help your kid join the crowd. This one is Ironic. Yes, all out on your own, nursing from mom on the downtime. You've really figured out the cheat code, haven't you? Oh, it's not. That was Indy. See, it's hard for me to tell them apart even when I can't see them together. Indy is the one that's more red, and Ironic is the one that's more beige. And I know it's very hard to see on the camera. It's a little hard to see in person, too. But when I put them together, I can tell. So that was Indy that was over there on her own. Hi, Indy. And this is Ironic here taking a nap. And this is Bee-Boo playing with that feather all by herself. Let's take just a minute to see. Bee-Boo, do you want to play with that some more? Come on. Okay. Well, this was going to be what the gifts were going to do this morning, and then I got all distracted talking to you guys about stuff and forgot. But we'll get the gifts to do this for us soon enough. Which is the other thing I was going to mention is that I've got a whole bunch of photos that I need to take and a whole bunch of photos I need to publish. I have 2 previous photo shoots of these kids, the hipsters, that need to get published. One from before their eyes were open, and one from just the day that they were all open, I think. And that already seems like ancient history, even though it was just, it's like less than a week ago. Doesn't that seem a long time ago? These kids are growing so fast. So I shared those pictures, as I always do. I shared all of those pictures on the Discord already, but I need to put them together into a blog post, and I was waiting to do another photo shoot before I did. But I think it might be best if I just go ahead and publish them because, as I said, the photos don't age well. The kittens do age well, but the photos are, they're out of date the minute you take them. Reminds me of that Mitch Hedberg joke about, he says, my friend something about how his friend said, this is a picture of me in the past. He's like, every picture is a picture of you in the past, right? Like, the minute that you take it, it is, yes, of course, a picture of you in the past. I don't know. He must have told it better than that because it doesn't sound as funny now as when he said it. Whatever. That's a picture of a comedian in the past. Anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to just put those pictures up and then we'll take more and we'll put those up and, oh, there you go. That was it. Picture of me when I was younger. Thank you. Jay Donaldson, you got the right quote. And that does. See, there's a trick to comedy. You can't just tell the joke and get the point of it. Every little word counts. So yes, this was a picture of me when I was younger is the joke. And then he says, yes, every picture is a picture of you when you were younger. See how much better that is than in the past? They mean the same thing, but one of them is funny and the other is not. Comedy's very tricky. That's my excuse anyway for not being very good at it. Okay. Well, Bebop, you tried, and that was fun. That was definitely fun to see you trying. But let's go see some kittens. All right. Okay, let's go see some kittens. They all got weighed this morning, and their weights were great. And then they all nursed a couple times this morning, before and after the weigh-in. And then they all decided to fall asleep, I guess, but we're going to wake them up and have a look at them so I can tell you all their names again and we can see how they're doing up close. So let's see what we can come up with here. Little twitchy, sleepy kittens. Okay. So, well, right on top, of course, we have Indy, who we just saw because she apparently is the first one to be smart enough to walk 3 feet to the corner where mom likes to hang out when she's not nursing kittens, which is a good move. And I kind of think, like, there's a part of me that suspects that the reason that mom cats do that, hang out near their kittens but not with their kittens, is to encourage them to learn how to walk across the room. Like, I think they're trying to get them to be like, no, you learn to come over here to me. It's an important kitten lesson, right? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But yeah, here we go. So this is Indy, and Indy was the first one to learn that important kitten lesson. Indy still looks pretty floofy to me, but if you watched the April video bits, you will see that the gifts looked about this floofy, almost this floofy, maybe not quite this floofy, when they were this age though, because there's some of that in that video. And at the time, I was really convinced that they were going to be floofs too. So this kiddo, Indy, could just be growing into her hair, like she's growing into that belly. My goodness. Okay, who else do we need to see? Keep doing that. Come on. That's I'm pretty sure that's vinyl because of the white mask, and she was just doing a little sleep nursing, but of course she stopped once I got the camera over there. The vinyl with the white mask, and then next to her with the blep is clearly arty or artisanal. Sorry, I keep blocking the light with the camera. Well, let's see who else we can see before we get over to those two cuties. So this one is Retro. Hi, Retro. I can tell it's Retro because she's got a little white boot, but she doesn't have a big white leg in front. So that's Retro, and she's just going to curl up like a cat. Look at that perfect little cat pose. Wow. You kids are learning so fast how to be cats. Look at that. She's sleeping just like a cat. She's got a little paws under her. I know. Well, how sweet is that? That's Maggie or Ari at the door. They desperately want to come in. Bebop's not paying any mind to it whatsoever, though, so that's good. She just passed out. All right, so that's Retro having a good sleepy morning. Looking like a real cat. This one with the taupe-colored fuzzy kitty is Ironic. And I think I'm sticking with Ira as a nickname there because I like Ira. I like Ira as a name. You got a lot of shouts for me. You've got a big belly. The gains on these two Delus, the two Delus, were amazing today and have been amazing. Those are going to be some very chunky kittens, which is good. That's what we like. We like big, round, chunky kittens, healthy, chunky kittens. And the Toodaloos are definitely that. All right, who else do we have to meet this morning still? This looks like a Bessie or Bespoke to me. No, it doesn't. No, that's the one in the corner. Is it? No, this is. Okay, this is Bespoke. I was right the first time. I think. Oh, you're so sleepy. She's like, oh, just let me sleep. Just let me curl up and sleep. Can't you tell I'm sleeping? She's not even going to wake up for me moving her around. Look at those beans. I'm just going to double check that this is actually Bessie. So it is. Okay. That little flat face. She's got a flat face right now. Hi. Just completely asleep. Okay. Vinny doing a little bit of the sleep nursing. This is Vinny. We're going to see him next, I think. Isn't it? No, that's vinyl again. Oh my gosh, that's vinyl. You can tell from the color. This is Vinny. For crying out loud. Those two, I just get those two confused every time. All right. Little Bessie. Okay. That noise is one of the faculty at the door. These two. All right, so let's double check all this. Let's find out because I want to see these two together now. I know you kids are trying to sleep. Look at this. Oh, crying out loud! Please just let me sleep. Look at this. Just let me sleep. Oh, you're gonna get lots of sleep. It's all you do. It's all you do. Trust me, you'll get caught up on it. So this is Vinyl in the corner, and this is our boy, Vinny, over here. And if we look at them together, here we go. I think you can see that they are somewhat similar, but the front leg here, of course, Vincent, no, not Vincent, Vintage, has this white sleeve in front where instead of that, Vinyl has a mostly white collar that goes almost all the way around, especially on the other side, the side she's laying on that you can't see very well. So she's also, I think I pointed this out before, they both have this back leg, which is what throws me off, but she's got this big brown spot in the middle of her white boot, and he does not. He's just got a big white boot. You see that? So that's another way to tell them apart. Okay, well, okay, I'm not going to dig him out of there. He's being too cute. And of course, that leaves our last kitten here being little tiny Artie. Hi, Artie. So that's our two boys together, actually. There's only two boys in the whole group. Artie and Vin are the two boys. All the rest are girls. Artie's apparently going to nurse on Vin's head a little bit. All right, well, we got an interloper. It looks like Bessie. Now they're all climbing all over you. Oh, it wasn't Bessie, that's Retro. Okay, see, it is hard to tell them apart at a glance. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me this morning and for letting me do the kittens in the reverse order. Thanks for sticking it out to the end here so you can see the cute ones. Okay, they're all cute. They're all the cute ones. As usual, let me remind you, if you want to keep watching these kittens, all you have to do is look for the Kitten Academy live stream here on YouTube. You will find that there are 3 different views on these kittens almost all day. As I've mentioned, if I can find a way to get the gifts on the camera downstairs, then we'll put them on for a while. But most of the time I can't. They're just running around being crazy. Or they're hanging out in the office with me where there are no cameras, various other things. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? They're today, and I mean, they're just starting to get to that age now where everything's going to get real interesting. We're going to see them running around a lot and getting lost and playing, actually playing, and trying to learn to run and then trying to learn to jump. We're at the perfect age for kitten shenanigans, and there's going to be a lot of shenanigans with a class this big. It's going to be something else. Oh, yeah, Charlie, I don't know how to say your last name, Iliomo? Anyway, thanks just for the quick reminder I should mention to everybody. I don't know when tomorrow's close-up is going to happen because of the big, long, all-day vet trip with Acro. I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in before we go. I think probably not. And after could be pretty late in the day, but we will do another close-up like this tomorrow. Just probably it might come like extra late, possibly. So just be ready for that. And other than that, I think I mentioned everything already. So one last time, thank you guys all so much. We will do this again sometime tomorrow. And I'm just going to stop talking, and hopefully these kittens will stop being cute for long enough for me to end this close-up. I hope. It's so hard to hit that stop button when they're being adorable like this. But of course, when I eventually get the willpower to stop the close-up, just keep in mind the Kitten Academy live stream also has them on it all the time. You don't have to miss a thing.